Hello, hello, hello. We are live. I am waiting for my guest to sign in so you can meet the speakers of the Empowerment Summit. If you have not, let me close out my email so it won't be dinging. If you have not allowed yourself to join by StreamYard, please make sure that you are utilizing StreamYard so that I can see your comments on the screen. That would be so very helpful. And that way we can answer any questions that you have about the upcoming Empowerment Summit. Woo! Kind of caught me a little bit off guard here today. It was kind of last minute for us uh, to decide to do this today. What we're doing is working on selling the last few tickets to the Empowerment Summit. I know so many people are saying, can you hold tickets? Can you do this? I can tell you that there will not be any tickets available at the door. If you do not purchase your ticket, I'm going to extend it until October the 10th. If you have not purchased your tickets by October the 10th, I'm sorry, you're going to have to wait till Empowerment Summit 2023. So let me check in with my speakers. 1 second for me. So if anybody is out there viewing right now, send me a hello, something so that I know that you all are there. And you should be able to see this on YouTube as well as the Peculiar One Facebook page as well. And I would just encourage you to head over to marciablaine.com and go ahead and get your tickets now so that you won't miss out on this great opportunity, because I'm telling you, last year was absolutely amazing. We were able to go down to the lake and release some things to where we got our act right better. We were able to pull some things in and got our act right better. Hey, hey, hey! I know
Hey.
we be seeing clients up to the last second.
Yes. And I had some technical difficulties. I was like, wait, it was like open this in Safari and do this. I was like, okay.
I know, right? It always happens, like that,
Right.
and it's so crazy. It's like, okay, we do what we got to do
Right.
to make it do what it do. Still waiting for people to come in, but I'm not one to really, because it's gonna replay. People
Yeah.
can see it as well. We've had long days,
Yes.
right? As we're
Indeed.
preparing. Tell me this: what were your thoughts when I said, "Hey, I want you to show up and speak at the Empowerment Summit this year"?
I mean, I was all game. I've been knowing that that's kind of where things have been heading for me, is to do speaking engagements. That's actually really what I like to do. I like to speak. I am passionate about it, about sharing things, about, doing trainings and,
Hmm.
just giving information and helping people really access like just certain gems and tools and think about things in a different way in order to improve their well-being.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so no, I was all for it. I mean, and it's you, so I'm like, okay, I already know it's gonna be organized. I'm not gonna have to worry about too much. Like, I know this, and I love the name because I'm all about. That's why I tell my clients all the time. Like, I'm here to empower you, right? Like,
Exactly.
I'm here to work myself out of a job. I'm here to make sure that you have everything that you need and the tools that you need in order to be, self efficient. So when I saw said empowerment summit, I'm like, yes, I'm yep.
I'm telling you, it's so. When it first hit me last year to do the Empowerment Summit, um, I am all about motivating people to be their absolute best self. And
Yeah.
is the location. I don't know if you've had a chance to Google the location, but it's a log cabin, and that sits on a lake, right?
Yes.
And at the end of all of the talking and motivating and stuff like that, we literally will have the attendees to write things that they want to release.
Yes.
We go to the lake and we kind of form a circle on being able to release those things. I take them with me and then I burn them.
Yes.
Because we can't put them in the lake.
Right.
But the symbolism of that release gives people so much energy to recognize that they don't have to be heavy anymore. And that's part of the empowerment, you know. People always ask me, how do I come up with things? Well, I'm connected. So it's like what's coming up, you know. COVID has made us really look at time and the importance of stop delaying, stop procrastinating.
Right. And to really tap into who you are and what you want and what makes you happy. Because I think if COVID taught us nothing else, it's definitely like life is not guaranteed, which we knew, right? And life is not to be taken for granted. But then also COVID pushed us in a different way because we were really forced to kind of go within, like we were physically within, and then we had to deal with ourselves. And I think a lot of people realized, I mean, I'm sure you experienced this as well, as far as just like understanding the importance of therapy, understanding the importance of really finding like different ways to cope, because a lot of people were coping with a lot of external things, you know, and not really focusing on like themselves and their inner dialogue and their relationship with themselves. And
absolutely,
if COVID did nothing else, it woke all that up.
Well, and the other thing that COVID did too was make people confront the toxicity in their lives.
Yeah.
Because now you're in close quarters with constant toxicity, right?
Yep.
And now you had to address that I really do have an unhealthy relationship with myself, with food, siblings, children, parents, friends, partners, whomever. I have a disconnect. Yeah. And because we're always on the go, we were running to drive and get in traffic, especially here in Atlanta, driving to get in traffic, to go to work, to sit on somebody's job 8, 10, 12 hours, to get in more traffic, to come home. Hello, how you doing? Maybe a kiss or whatever. So there was no actual interaction.
Right. There's no, what I've learned in working with clients, and then even just, you know, working on my own healing journey, is the lack of intentionality, right? There's so much conditioning and so much programming where we just get up, you know, we're on our phones, we're, you know, mindlessly scrolling on social media, where, like you said, going to work, coming home, making dinner, like everything's so routine, and we're not taking that time for introspection, reflection. We're not taking that time for like sitting in solitude, sitting with ourselves, you know, and things like that. And I feel like a lot of people had that awakening and realizing, like, after everything slowed down or people got laid off, unfortunately, and things like that happening, it was just like this wake up call of like, wait, who am I?
Exactly.
And what do I want? And what am I doing?
Do I like me?
Right.
Do I even know me enough to like me?
Right.
And so many people had to go on this self-discovery journey. They recognized that they were people pleasers. They were presenting themselves with masks on. And behind those masks, you weren't getting the authentic person.
Exactly.
You know, and now they kind of have no choice. So when I think about the Empowerment Summit, it's like, okay, how can I utilize my platform to empower others in a collective group that helps them to see where maybe even their trauma is anchored?
Yeah.
Get some equipment and some empowerment to fight forward, and then walk out refreshed. They don't get full, because we serve some really good food. When they come in, they can expect to have some morning small breakfast like muffins and
Mhm.
fruit and coffee and juice and stuff like that. And then halfway through, somewhere around noon,
Mhm.
they'll have, this year I chose to do Italy theme for food. So you
Yes.
have
Can never go
pasta,
wrong.
yeah, pasta and salad and garlic bread. And my caterer always
Mhm.
throws in extra stuff. Last year we did soup and sandwiches, no,
Okay.
soup and salad. And oh my goodness,
Mm.
people were like, can we take some home? And, I try to
Mhm.
make sure I bring some to go containers. But the truth is, we start off in a moment of meditation. I like to cleanse the atmosphere so that even if people are tripped up driving because of
Yeah.
traffic,
Release that.
getting lost or whatever, we can release all of those distractors, right?
Yes.
And be
And
able to say,
ground.
okay, let's come on one accord.
Mhm. Mhm.
So tell me this. What are you going to bring? And don't give away your whole
I was like,
process.
oh
No, 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 no. We are not going into the details because I don't give up anything
Mhm.
about what's going to happen. That honestly, I meditate until the last moment because it could
Mhm.
change. Because I
Mhm.
really have to go with what's happening in my spirit because the
Yes.
universe knows better about where people are
Mhm. Mhm.
when they are coming. I don't. I mean, right
Yeah.
now we're sitting at 30 ladies coming. No
Yeah.
guys have signed up. This is not a single sex
Uh-huh.
summit. I wish some
All
guys,
are
well,
welcome. Yeah.
all are welcome. My son, my audio person, he's going to be there. He's like a little brother to me. But yeah, we welcome the guys to come in.
Mhm.
Honestly, I don't even want to say a gender. I just want to say come.
Yeah, just come.
Just show
If you
up.
feel like you want to feel empowered, just come. And
Just show
you will
up.
not have any regrets.
None. Not a single one. In fact, after the summit last year, people was like, when are we doing this again? And I was like, next October. They was like, we don't get one for the summer. No. Do you know what it takes
Right.
to
To
put
plan
all of this
something like this.
together?
Yeah.
It's not an easy feat because, okay, you mentioned it. I know you're going to be organized. I know you're going to do this. I know you're going to do that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I give away. In fact, so many people say you need to raise your prices because of all of your giveaways. So I
Mhm.
will give this part away. Last year, we gave journals, book bags,
Mm.
ink pens, uh, little mirrors because we did a little session
Yes.
about looking at the mirror. Um, I can't remember face masks because it was COVID. We wanted to make
Mhm.
sure everybody was safe. We gave out individual hand sanitizers. So this year, still going to do the hand sanitizers, but instead of face mask, we're doing the sleep mask
Yes.
so that people
Yes.
can learn to actually shut down and rest.
Yes.
They got key fob. It's so much stuff that's being
Yes.
printed right now.
I love
Um,
it.
because I believe that sometimes people, and I should have had one of these with me right now, but I believe that people need tangible things to hold on to.
Yeah.
There is a book called Silver Boxes. The
Mhm.
book was written probably in the late 70s.
Mhm.
Um, but what it talks about in this book, or about the boxes, is it is your inspirational quotes that you write to yourself
Mhm.
and you put it in the box. So on
Nice.
days that you have some difficulty,
Wow. Mhm.
you pull them out. So they're
Yeah.
getting silver boxes
Yes. I love it.
this year.
There's so many goodies I didn't even realize. I'm excited. I hope I get a goodie
Yes,
bag.
yes, yes. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Now I may recycle some of the book bags that we had left over from last year, even though it says
Mhm.
2021 Empowerment Summit. I
Mhm.
just want to give them away and get them
Yeah.
on out. And so they'll probably be recycled. So don't y'all be coming in there talking about me.
Right.
And
Right.
she's giving us stuff from 2021 because it's leftover.
Mhm.
I need to go and give it up. Um, but what do you think, or do you have any questions since this is our first time actually speaking together in person?
Yes, about it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
no, I don't really have any questions. I mean, I guess I like the element of surprise, but then I also, because we have our own, a previous professional relationship and a personal relationship, I know that we're aligned in the mission of empowering people, right? And aligned in the mission of helping people heighten their self-awareness and heighten their love for themselves and connecting to a higher power. So I feel like, and I love the 11:59:59 message, right? And what that means. And I definitely, I just want to share what you share with me, but just like literally how things can change in the last second, right? Like it's never too late. And I think oftentimes we get these messages, especially as women, I will say, that like, oh, at this age, this is supposed to happen, or you should have this accomplished, or you should be here at this point in your life. And it's like, things change at the last second all the time. Things change all the time in that last, minute or last, second. That's one thing I love about basketball. It's like things can change literally in 30 seconds. Like on the shot clock. But
a millisecond.
A millisecond, yeah. And that's life. And, it's never too late to like, whether it's like reframe a thought, change an action, change a plan, like realizing like something that you may thought that you really were passionate about, and then saying like, this no longer serves me. This no longer serves me. This is not for me anymore. And I want to divert it a little bit. Right. And I love that. I love that message. I love that there's always still time, even when we feel like time is this concrete thing. It's really an illusion in a lot of ways. It really
is. It really is.
Because everything happens, and my firm belief, everything happens in divine timing, when as it's supposed to, when it's supposed to, even the things that are challenging and unfortunate,
right.
They happen in the right time to teach us something,
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
I when I first, I guess it's been about 10 years that I started slinging the verbiage 11:59:59. It's because I learned that one, manifestation doesn't always come overnight.
Right.
Most people quit right before they get the results.
Right before the breakthrough.
Right before the breakthrough. And when you take the moment to keep going, the thing that you desired most can happen in that millisecond when you were going to originally quit.
Yep.
I've seen it so many times in my personal life. I've seen it in others' lives. And when you can feel empowered to actually experience that 11:59:59 moment, you don't go backwards. You don't go backwards. When you get that moment of, oh, man, that was close. Right. You never question again if it's going to be close again. You never question again whether you're going to make it. Because if you, and I posted this on TikTok and I think all my social media platforms yesterday, I said, if you're spending more time complaining, that's what you're manifesting.
I saw that and I love that. And I meant to reshare it. Yes, exactly. I guess it comes down to like law of attraction in some ways, but without even naming it or putting a method on it, it's just like what you cannot expect these great things to happen when you're speaking nothing. You can't expect all this positivity and these changes if your behavior and your thoughts and your words, if they're not aligning with what you want.
Period.
Right? Period. It's that simple. You're not going to. I remember Steve Harvey actually had suggested a book. I think it's The Magic of Big Thinking is the name of the book. But he talks a lot about law of attraction as well. But he talks a lot about one of his key things, and a few of his books I've read, is always about not being around people who complain. That's a huge thing, and it makes a difference. Like you can literally like notice like how your energy level changes when you're around someone who complains about things as opposed to being around someone who's always speaking about gratitude and saying like, oh, I'm so thankful I woke up today. I'm so grateful that the sun is shining. I'm so grateful that it's raining and I made it safely to where I am. I'm grateful that I have a bed to sleep in, that I have a roof over my head. These little things that we take for granted in this country where so much is gifted to us. Of course it has its issues, no doubt. but we are a very privileged country.
Very privileged.
Very privileged in a lot of ways.
Mhm.
And so just really tapping into that, even on the days where we might hate our job, it's
Yeah.
like, be thankful you got one because it's paying the bills right now, you know?
Listen.
So there's always, it's literally one of my little decals on my wall in my guest room. It says, there's always something to be grateful for.
You know, and that, so thank you for slapping my hands, because I wrote a note to myself that I was going to put an announcement out there and create a space where people could put comments every day of what their gratitude is for the month of October. I'm going to make sure that I take care of that as soon as we get off here, because I kept saying something I'm supposed to be doing. And so, yeah, that will be going up shortly after this, because when you can learn to be grateful, even when things aren't going your way, that gratitude will carry you.
Every time.
Every time. I was laughing at myself this morning because I was like, I had gotten frustrated about a situation. And then I was like, yo, who you mad at, really? Because
what can you do about it?
Did you? Well, no, it wasn't even that. It was, did you give some established expectations and boundaries? Oh, no, you didn't. Who you really mad at? So I started laughing at myself, shook it off, went straight into the 5-minute meditation, you know, and reminded everyone, including myself, don't compromise on your peace. Don't let little situations knock you off the block. Because here's the thing, we know situations gonna come.
Life is gonna always be life.
Man, listen, life is gonna be life, and people are gonna people.
Yes, absolutely.
If you control what you can control, then you take back ownership of what it is that you are accountable for. Everything else, we're good.
Right. And it's so funny you said that we talked about peace, right? And not letting anyone disturb that. And oftentimes, you know, we see the whole protect your peace, protect your energy. But oftentimes what we don't realize is who we need to protect it from the most is ourselves.
It's that part.
So we're constantly thinking like it's the other person. I was literally just talking about this with my cousin before I joined this live, is when you are pointing a finger at someone, whether it be the person that cut you off in traffic, whether it be your boss, whether it be your partner, whether it be your dog. There are more pointing back at you, right? So there's some level of accountability, even if the accountability, the only thing that you had control over is how you respond and react to a situation. And there's always that. But I feel like, you know, we're getting into stuff. So
I know we gonna actually get off here in a couple of seconds, because I feel like we about to start throwing up what we gonna be bringing to the table on October 22nd. So I'm gonna put this plug out there. You all see the website, marciablaine.com. Go to the store. In the comments, I'll do the shortcut link. But go out there, grab your ticket. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss. You don't want to miss this opportunity. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't beg, plead, and borrow. People that's supposed to be there are gonna be there. But I'm telling you, if you are looking for the space for breakthrough, if you are looking for the space for empowerment, this is where you need to be on October 22nd from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Your life will never be the same. It won't, because you're going to walk out of there so clear and so ready for change. That's all I got for you. What you got, Starry?
That's I'm just gonna ditto that. I second that. Like, this is not something you want to miss. I mean, the name says it all. Like, empowerment. Like, if that's what you're here for, if you're ready to walk away with some gems, walk away with some goodies, walk away with a full belly, and walk away just feeling so much lighter, right? Like, that's what I'm gathering from it. Is like, I wasn't able to make it to the one last year, but I already know that is what you're going to feel. You're going to walk away lighter and have a more clear, focused vision on what it is that you want and what direction you want to go in.
Absolutely. So we look forward to seeing you all.
Yes.
That's it.
Register October 8th, right?
Well, actually, I'm going to extend it to Sunday. Okay. My caterer, I got a shout out to Vanessa Mitchell. my caterer, because she be doing it. That's all I got. She be doing it, and
putting her foot in it.
Man, not only put her foot in it. When I tell you, I'll have to shoot you some pictures of the decorations from last year. I may even post some out here. But when I tell you that she laid it out, I like walking in situations where people are delegated to do what they got to do, because that gives me permission to stay connected mentally, physically, and spiritually, so that I can deliver. People don't realize how much energy you pour out when you're standing up in front of people. It's a lot of energy pouring out. You have to make sure that you're open to hear from a spiritual realm, that you're physically capable of doing everything. But if you're burdened with everything else, so my girl Vanessa, she be doing the dang on thing. I don't worry about food, setup, nothing. And so also there is an Eventbrite link. You can go out there. I opened it up for 20 people. This is the first year that we're going to be doing it virtual. You can go out there, purchase your tickets. If you purchase your tickets by the 9th of October, your packet with all of the gifts will be shipped to you so that you can have them before the 22nd.
Nice.
Now, don't be trying to go out there and sign up on the 20th saying, I ain't get my stuff. You didn't. You'll get it when you know UPS or the Postal Service shows up with it, because I'm not going to overnight expedite them. Because of your delay. Your delay isn't a delay on me. So stop delaying, stop procrastinating, stop sending me these text messages. Can I get, am I still able to? The answer is until October the 9th, you can, and then I'm shutting it down. I have no choice but to live by the boundaries and expectations and standards that I set. So with all that being said, I'm looking forward to seeing faces I've never seen before, people I've never interacted before, and all the ones that always show up with anything that Marcia is doing. Check out marciablaine.com. Go get your tickets. Get ready to be empowered. Our third speaker had to work later. She's not going to be here, but I can tell you the level of wisdom that's going to come forward is going to be amazing.
Yes, it is.
Amazing. So y'all take good care. We're going to get out of here, and we will see you soon. Star Ray, I cannot wait to see you and hug on you on October the 22nd.
Yes, it's been too long.
I know, forever and a day. But we'll see you soon. You all have a good night. Blessings, peace, high vibes, light and love to you all. Rest well. I'll see you at 5-minute meditation in the morning. Go find Star Ray's page. Actually, I'm going to put a link on it.
Yeah, we'll put a link.
But go ahead and give it to her. Hold on, let me type
you can find me on all social media platforms: TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram at Star Ray Cannon LPC. But we'll put that in a link because I know that's a pretty long name. But the links are to the event to register are in my bio. So make sure that you click on it. It's the tiny URL Empowerment Summit 22 link, and just sign up. And I know, I know that it's not something you'll regret. So please just, come out if that's what you feel called to do. Again, if that's what you feel like you need to be. But thank you all for watching, and we hope to see you there.
See you there. Good night.
Good night.